Capricorn, welcome to your December 2025 General Love Tarot reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a General Love Tarot reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Capricorn. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who really needs to hear these messages. And of course, hi, cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Capricorn. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Capricorn crosswatchers that energy is fluid, and this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped reverse, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get this reading started. I like to start off my reading by doing a mini meditation to clear and set the energy, but if you guys are just here for the card pull, I completely understand. You can go ahead and check out the pinned comment below that has all the timestamps. That'll take you right where you want to go. But for those of you who are with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect to your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in. I'm going to ring this sound bowl 3 times, and during that time, I just want you to open up your energy to ask the questions you have in regards to your love life, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, let's go ahead and see what Spirit has to say for you guys for the month of December in your love life. So the first thing I saw was like a nose piercing, but the weird thing behind it, for some of you, that could just be confirmation enough, but it's almost as if someone like put back in a piercing that was like closed or that they like didn't use for a long time, and now it's back, and that could be any piercing, honestly. And then I saw a domino. I was like, oh, tell me more, and then I kept hearing like domino effect. So I wonder if there's going to be like a domino effect type of thing going on in your love life, or if something really has already happened and what's the aftermath of that. So I don't know, some confirmations for some of you guys, but let's go ahead and ask Spirit, what are the general themes for Capricorn's love life in December 2025? So we have attraction, okay, and it says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So there's a strong attraction here. Someone is very attracted to you. Someone is crushing on you. They like you, and I definitely feel the attraction's mutual here, but it's kind of like you guys just want to play it cool, or they're trying to play it cool with you. It's almost as if like I don't want to be too obvious too soon, but it's like when you're around each other, you feel that attraction, you feel that chemistry. And it's more in a sensing way than what you guys have vocalized to each other. The letter A is really sticking out to me as an Aiden or Ashley, first, middle, last initial. Someone could be wearing green right now. Green is someone's favorite color, or a color someone was wearing green last time you guys saw this person. Someone could also have green eyes. Interesting. Tell me more. Tell me more about this energy. Ooh, okay, so we have judgment, new beginnings, starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. So this is what I'm kind of sensing from this card and this combination here, is that there's a new beginning in your love life happening in December, but I feel it's like your newest connection. So whether you're meeting this person in December or something is kind of evolving with your newest connection, it's kind of bringing forward something that you thought you were meant to have with someone else, or that you were going to have with someone else, but was really meant to happen with this person. Judgment is a divine card. It is kind of like an awakening, some sort of realization, some sort of, understanding of what has happened up until this point. And maybe there's a level of trust that's asked here. And part of what Spirit wants you to trust in is that there's a new beginning unfolding that is meant to occur in December that was, maybe some of you were waiting for this with a certain person and it wasn't until December where it finally happens, that you have to understand the timing of it all. Now, I am seeing someone with kids. I don't know if this is someone you've had kids with or that either of you just have kids with different people. But I think if that is a message and someone's kind of worried about, you know, the fact that if my kids are going to get along with this person, I think you guys are meant to combine families or even just make something more solid in this that someone else couldn't provide. I definitely feel like single parent type of energy. And again, this isn't for everyone, but for some of you that need to hear it, you may not have to be like a single parent for much longer within this. Someone wants to help you raise this, you know, child of yours, or that's kind of what you're seeing through this other person. Now, generally speaking, I definitely feel like there's just some sort of upgrade, some sort of shift, and it has to connect with, I wouldn't say someone from the past, but a hope from the past that didn't occur. But now you're seeing why it didn't recur, because it was meant to happen here at this time right now. So trust what's unfolding, trust the timing of it. Tell me more. Okay, so we got 2 cards here. So we have, I messed up and I know that. I wish you would give me a sign. So I kind of feel with this message here that there is someone that may have been afraid that they messed something up, that they may have fumbled a bit on you, Capricorn, or in a way kind of not acting sooner. Maybe there was something where you were kind of like, all right, we'll see what you do with my absence then. And you kind of went silent on them. And maybe that's where it's giving them that wake-up call to bring forward something, a start that you deserve to have at this time. And the interesting thing is that, like, I really do feel as if they're really anticipating waiting on you. You're not giving them a breadcrumb to figure it out. And so I think that your message to them is, show me, prove it, do something about it. Because I'm fine with or without you. I'm hoping it's going to be you. I want it to be you. But you're going to have to prove more to me before this can really take off in the way that I want to see it take off. So you're kind of putting the ball in their court, Capricorn. And I think they're definitely picking up on that. And they do want to make up for anything that they messed up on. I don't feel like it's a major fumble, but it was just something a little bit like disappointed you slightly in that. Someone may have gotten a haircut recently too. It looks really good. Anyway, let's go ahead and pull the tarot. Okay, 6 of Swords. Nice. Aquarius energy. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius, or someone with strong Aquarius in their chart. Does not have to be the case. 3 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I am seeing where this is going here, but trust me, they got the hint, Capricorn. They know what they need to do now. There's, you gave them a big, kind of silent, but big and obviously felt ultimatum here. I'm going to get all the cards out first, and then we're going to do a deep dive. Okay. So bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of Cups. Scorpio energy. So there was definitely a lot of feelings that were at play here. And I think that someone was uncomfortable with those feelings. And it started to kind of become a little bit more of like, I'm trying to play it cool, but I can't help but check your social media. I can't help but see what time I sent that message and why it's taking so long for you to respond. And all these different emotions kind of started to come about through this connection here. And maybe it kind of sent you on a little bit of an emotional roller coaster, Capricorn. And maybe from the lack of clarity and a lot of confusion and mixed signals, you may have decided to kind of just make a decision here and wondering if the attraction or the spark or the chemistry is enough for them to kind of stop with the BS and come forward with what they want to say or what they want to do about this. So I feel with the 7 of Cups, like they may still feel like you're sending mixed signals, or they're not really knowing how to pick up on what you're doing. Like For example, you may not have social media, but this is just an example. Like you're posting a really sexy thirst trap and they don't know what's for them or for them to act on it. And I think it is trying to give them the big hint of look what you have here. Look what you can have. Do something about it. That's kind of what you want them to do, Capricorn. So let's get into it. I wonder if you've ever went hot tubbing with this person, or someone has a hot tub at their home or in their apartment complex type of thing. But anyway, 6 of Swords, Aquarius energy. I do feel that conversation is picking up in December. I do feel like they are initiating the conversation because they know they need to. I do feel like there's a lot that they want to talk about or to explain or to kind of strategize here. They have some plans that they want to ask you about. And it could be something as simple as taking you out on a date, or maybe even like some sort of, weekend getaway, weekend plan for the two of you. They definitely want to keep this going, and they're seeing the need to keep this going, and it's on them to continue the conversation. So I definitely feel like you're going to hear a lot more from them. And the things they want to talk about aren't going to be just superficial. They want to understand you more. They want to understand where you're at this time. And they want to move forward in this. What's crossing this is 3 of Wands in reverse. Aries energy. So this is the challenge card here. And what I'm kind of feeling is that what's working against them is that for too long you weren't giving them what they want, or they weren't giving you what you wanted. And so it's kind of like, if not before, why now? And they may have gone a little bit lazy on their part, thinking that, if we just vibe well enough, if I just do this, it shouldn't have to be, I don't have to do any grand gesture to keep this going. And maybe in some sort of way, for having that mindset or mentality, thinking they got you in the bag, made things a little bit less exciting, less passionate on your end. So I do definitely see, although the attraction's still strong, they know that they're going to have to do more to respark this, or to keep this chemistry going, or to kind of come forward in a new version of themselves that will make you kind of see that there could be a chance at moving this forward. What's crowning this is the King of Pentacles, Taurus energy. But hey, Capricorn wanted to slip out. Maybe some of you guys are dealing with another Capricorn or someone with strong Capricorn in their chart. But anyway, I do feel that this is what you're kind of demanding, is someone that is consistent, someone's devout, loyal, someone that's grounded, has their shit together, honestly. And maybe with the I messed up, I know that it wasn't so much within the connection as much as maybe you have kind of like expectations as far as someone has to have a stable job, someone has to have a home, and maybe they've been falling a little bit behind in that and they haven't gotten a new job since, or they're not as ambitious, or whatever you kind of feel is a little bit turning you off in that sense. And so maybe they did something to fumble that sort of expectation of yours that now they're looking to regain, that they're looking to kind of hold themselves accountable to, because you do deserve that. You deserve that level of security, that level of consistency. And they would want to be that person to give it to you, Capricorn. With this King of Pentacles crowning this, I do feel like in December, you're going to see strong effort, reliable effort being taken. And you're hoping that this is something that will last, not just to kind of ease you, but because this is something they really want to be a part of. There is someone that likes to dress really nicely, likes to spend money on, their looks, their home, their car. There's also someone that likes hip hop or rap music. And maybe even someone likes to rap. Anyway, what's reading this? The Sun card, Leo energy. So this is what you don't see, Capricorn, is that you really have been someone that's made them really happy. And someone that has shed a light into a lot of things that maybe they were doing that they didn't really realize how messed up it was at the time, or how much they were taking this for granted, or how much they didn't realize how much this meant to you. But they definitely see you as this sun energy. Since you've been a part of their life, you made a difference, a positive difference. And I think that they don't want to lose that momentum here. They don't want to lose that energy of the warmth, of the excitement, of the potential that this can really turn into. They know you're that type of person that can make them happy. They know you're their ideal person to the T. You're exactly their type, and you're also smart, and you're funny, and you're creative. Like, you have it all there. And I think too, with this wake-up call, I think Spirit is kind of, through your absence, or through at least you pulling back, how much of a shift within them vibrationally it's had on them. They haven't been as happy. They haven't been smiling as much, and people have noticed that. Your energy impacts them very strongly, Capricorn, and I think that's something you're not aware of. In the recent past, we have the 8 of Wands, Sagittarius energy. So I wonder if recently they started interacting with your social media more, or texting you more. You have yet to see each other, but maybe it's kind of been a little bit more of like keeping communication through the phone, through WhatsApp, through social media, whatever it is. And I think that with this 8 of Wands here, maybe someone had to travel recently, which has kind of caused some sort of issues within the connection, not for the fact that someone has to be separated, but for the fact that maybe like when they were out and about, they didn't, respond to you as much, or they would go with hours or days from texting you, and then all of a sudden like text, and that type of vibe wasn't going to sit well with you. But I think too, if there's someone that has been posting on social media, and particularly pictures, selfies, where someone's dressed up, looking really good, did their hair, did their makeup if they wear makeup, like the attraction kind of sparked them on into getting them motivated into finally kind of figuring out what they need to do to elevate this. Because you're quite the catch, Capricorn. And, they can fumble once, but if they fumble again, that may just be it for you. So hopefully they wake up this time, because the momentum's not going to build like this again. All right, Capricorn, to see the likely outcome of this situation, what is likely to happen and unfold from now to end of the month, you need to be aware of and prepared for. What else can I tell you about this person, the situation? We're going to go ahead and take this to Patreon for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome. I'm going to pull some more tarot oracle cards to just dive deeper into this. So if you guys still need answers and you really feel this was your reading, I promise I'll give you that clarity in the extended. So if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box of this video where you will find the link to Patreon that will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where you depart, Capricorn, I really hope that this reading resonated with you. I hope it's giving you the clarity, insight, healing, and guidance that you were looking for by watching this message. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Capricorn, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Capricorn.